What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I am Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are.
And we're back with Blackbriar, which makes me so excited. So, the last one was about the River Lefe, I believe. I believe that's the last one we did.
Right.
And now we have an unwelcome guest, which is my social anxiety there.
This is the first song on the album.
Okay.
So this is how the whole thing starts.
So we're starting off in uncomfortable territory.
Well, yeah.
That's why my door wreath says you should probably leave. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm super excited, though, because it's Blackbriar.
They'll make the unwelcome guest sound good. Pretty.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Zora's great at that.
Yes.
All right, so with that being said, it is time to slash up, break it down. This is Blackbriar with an unwelcome guest.
All right.
Foolish mortals.
Right. Hurry back. Honestly, this band could do an entirely instrumental, like, cinematic soundtrack to some of my favorite gothic novels, and I would listen to it over and over. Like, just setting-wise and, what they bring to the table in terms of just the drama and the beauty. I mean, Zora is 100% like icing on the cupcake.
Right.
But the band themselves just have this ability to grab you. It reminds me of when I first heard, what is that song? Fairy Tale? It's the intro to their other album, for my gothic fairy tale.
Oh. I would say the Shipwreck one?
No. The cause of his shipwreck is many albums past. You have heard it because it is one of the ones that I introduced you to the band on, but it was a while ago, and it doesn't play on our Halloween playlist very often. However,
most of my favorite rock / metal or whatever is symphonic in nature.
Yeah.
I mean, we listen to like Ice Nine Kills, which is very symphonic in nature.
Right.
We listen to Coheed and Cambria, which is very symphonic in nature.
Yeah, Coheed would be classified as symphonic. Ice Nine Kills would not. However, you're not incorrect because they use so many tidbits from cinematic features, which are obviously strictly symphony. So, yeah.
But I mean, I knew one of them's considered metalcore. I get that, but
yeah. No, I just wanted to point it out because we rave about Zora, which,
she has an
come
amazing
on,
voice.
There's like a lot to rave about there. But I wanted to point out that the band themselves, like, instrumentally are so strong.
And being
so
band
good.
geeks, almost any time we listen to Blackbriar, you guys will see me usually over here with my eyes closed and I'm waving my hands around.
Yeah, I'm doing something over here too. You know, it's
I can't help myself.
We got the whole like.
I grew up in orchestra, so it's
right. Anyway. Is it a demon?
Huh?
It's your sleep paralysis demon coming to visit.
Right. It's the guy off of Insidious.
Huh?
The red-faced demon.
Right?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to go with not.
Right.
No. Yeah.
I mean, the kid was in a coma, though.
I mean, it could look a little bit more like maybe the Babadook. Right. Right. Sounds like she might have a worse case of anxiety than I do about unwelcome visitors.
Right.
Uninvited, I should say.
I think there's a difference, though. Yours are just you don't like people. I don't think this has anything to do with people. She rarely sings about people.
I would have said that is
I think you were more
allegory, but you know.
I think you were. I don't know.
Right. I mean, she's not wrong. Once you take on baggage, it's a bitch to get rid of.
Right.
Any kind of emotional or terrifying, or it could be PTSD. We could be talking about a case of PTSD here. I mean.
Right before we get into the breakdown.
But it sounded so good.
It was leading up to something really nice.
I really like the head flip that she does on the second goblin sitting on my chest. The lilt is beautiful. I mean, her voice is fan-fucking-tastic to begin with. But those little lilts that she does where it just gets soft and very feminine, it's just a very, very pretty sound. You should never invite the Fae in.
Right.
I feel like out of everyone, Zora should have known that.
Right. So my dad used to tell me a story of when he was living in this place called the Talbot House here in Indy. It's like a halfway home. And while he was living there, we had always, because I mean, I was still a kid when he lived there. Tiny kid. But we would always, as a family, him and I, we always went to church every Sunday. But he did not become what I would consider like the diehard Bible thumping type Christian until, like, I mean, like hardcore guys, like scary levels of annoyance. But
you heard it first here.
But he said that he had one night where he was sleeping and woke up not really being able to breathe and could see like a demon sitting on his chest and he couldn't move and it scared him.
That sounds like sleep paralysis. That's exactly what's described. Like night hags, demons, they all have, but terrifying, legit terrifying. And I could see how someone of his religious bent would take that as a demon type thing.
Or alcoholic background. I mean, whatever.
You know, hallucinations are hallucinations, however you look at it, people. You heard it first here. But being in that dreamlike state, I can understand that would be rather spooky. But this is why I don't have welcome mats. I mean, well, first of all, unless you're invited, you're not. And we don't invite very many people, and I'm not a liar, so I'm not going to put a welcome mat out. But also, because vampires and fae, just don't give them an in.
Right.
They never leave. Ooh, there's a kitty in the picture. Sorry. I love it.
It's over already. That's sad.
Oh.
So good.
I really like that.
All right,
I just needed a moment. I'm sorry, like, brain just...
Mythological no person.
Yeah?
No pressure.
What?
People expect explanations.
Well, I mean, like, I've already theorized what the allegory's about. Jeez, guys. And don't invite goblins in. Like, I have expressly said, no welcome mats, no welcome on your wreaths. I mean, you should probably go away. You don't need to go that far like mine, but, you know.
I absolutely love that anytime we do a Blackbriar song, there are a handful of people that come in specifically to hear your take.
My take on it.
It's definitely not mine because I'm so far out there mentally. But I'm never right.
Like, I really feel like if you're gonna have one in the home, at least go for like a brownie because they're helpful until they go all Bogart on you.
Baby.
Goblins are not. Mischievous, yes.
Brownies are so delicious, though.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Okay. No, I thought this was really good. And again, I feel like it is a mixture of what the description of sleep paralysis is, but she did say that it was during the day and so on and so forth. So it's very descriptive of a social anxiety type problem or depression, something that feels like COPD in terms of like it takes your breath away, gives you panic attacks, anxiety, that kind of thing. Because she's talking about all the things she would do. Like something is legit holding her back that nobody else can see, and it's something that it is a guess. Like it's an unwelcome guess, but is it? Did you make the mistake?
I have to with Blackbriar, and this is not a bad thing. I have to sometimes try and, I guess, figure out if there's a double meaning behind a song or not, because I'm pretty sure there have been several that we've done that is just absolutely just fantasy based, and you listen and you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yes and no, because I feel like she chooses a lot of the myths that already have their own message.
Right.
Like the last album was very much feminist sort of based in terms of the myths she chose, like the myth of the Selkie, or you weren't even particularly aware of all the aspects of Lilith, for example, that she was singing, and you're like, yeah, that's a beautiful song, but it has no application to me. And I'm like, just listen to it as a pretty song then. But I love the song because it's empowering how she's singing it. So, but this one, yeah, this one I feel like definitely has something to do with that personal mental handicap that we give ourselves somehow, whether it's through trauma, most of us have it, or mental chemical imbalance. So, but for anybody that's really interested in the myths and stuff that they're talking about, obviously the Brothers Grimm, actually reading the Brothers Grimm book versus adapted fairy tales. Or Andrew Lang happens to be my favorite who collected myths, because he did it from around the world instead of just Germanic area. France was also
he's written so many different colors of books.
It's a rainbow, and they're the most beautiful gold foiled editions. Like, they're really expensive. The regular ones aren't. I'm talking about the real ones that are so pretty. Okay, yes, I'm a book collector / hoarder / lover.
So are they better? So you say they're better? Lang's is better than Grimm's?
Yes.
Are they as dark?
Yes. Now here's the thing. If you read the actual Grimm stories, most of them are super short, and they're not very euphonic. They're not poetry. They're blunt and gory, sure. Whereas Lang's are wonderfully written. They tend to be a bit longer. I like them because they're from around Eastern Europe, mid-Europe. I mean, he's got a collection from everywhere, but that's Baba Yaga is part of the chronicles that he does. And she's vicious. Gnashing iron teeth, eats babies, stuff like that, which is fabulous.
The one with the chicken hut?
Yes. Which is just fabulous, guys. I gotta have heroes. Anyway, but I just feel like it's a better mix, because there are some like Oriental, originally Oriental, different Asiatic myths in there as well, which when I was 6, 7, when I started reading them, really it took me around the world in terms of myths. So that's where I get a lot of my info, guys. That, and I'm kind of a bibliophile, but those are good starting places. Right. I loved it. I can't wait to listen to I See Thumbelina. That's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, if you guys liked the video, slash the like button. If you didn't, don't. That's fine. Regardless, we love you guys, and thank you for hanging out with us.
Bye. Bye.